Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching. Mic's going to sound a little bit different. I still haven't figured out how to plug my 3.5mm jack directly to my desktop to get it to work properly. And my phone's having some problems right now, so we're using the old headset. So my voice is going to sound like I'm talking to you through a helicopter headset. So, late to the party, but we're talking about it anyway because I just thought that'd be an interesting topic to talk about today. So, Joan Jett deflects Ted Nugent's criticism, cites a 1977 High Times interview, and I think this is hilarious. So, so this is started with Ted Nugent. Basically, he didn't get into the 100 greatest guitarists of all times. Joan Jett did, and his response was, "You have to have shit for brains, and you have to be soulless prick to put Joan Jett on the list," Nugent said during a live stream on his YouTube account on December 30th, 2021. So it's been a little while since this happened. Jett fired back months later, defending her status as one of the greatest guitarists and explaining that Nugent's attack was a poor choice of words based on past interviews. Is that his implication? Jett asked. And ME, that he should be on the list instead of me? Well, that's just typical. It's what I've dealt with my whole life, being written off. Ted Nugent has to live with being Ted Nugent. He has to be in the body, so that's punishment enough. He's not a tough guy, she continued. He plays a tough guy, but this is the guy who shit his pants literally so he didn't have to go to the army. So she's actually quoting a very old magazine. So Jett was alluding to Nugent's infamous 1977 interview in High Times. When High Times wrote, writer Glenn O'Brien interviewed Ted Nugent in '77. Like many other old-school High Times articles, the interview went off the rails. Nugent said he avoided being drafted to Vietnam War in 1967 by dropping his own personal hygiene and dabbling in drugs to appear like a hobo. I got my physical notice 30 days prior to being drafted. Well, on that day, I ceased cleaning my body. No more brushing my teeth, no more washing my hair, no baths, no soap, no water. 30 days of debris buildup. Stopped shaving. I was 18, had a little scraggy beard, really looked like a hippie. I had long hair, started getting kinky, matted up. He continued, then 2 weeks before, I stopped eating any food with nutritional value. I just had chips, Pepsi, beer, stuff I never touched, buttered poop, little jars of Polish sausage, and I'd drink the syrup. I was on the side of death. Then, a week before, I stopped going to the bathroom. I did it in my pants. Pooped, pissed, the whole shop. My pants got crusted up. Nugent also explained that he was typically extremely anti-drug, but I snorted some crystal meth in order to avoid the draft, which is ironic considering his long-held stance on drugs. Nugent is indeed still anti-drugs nowadays, he said in 2018. I have stepped over so many dead bodies who tried to convince me that smoking dope was a victimless crime. So what really happened? So where did the story about the Vietnamese come from in the first place? According to the autobiography by Kevin Mills, a drummer who goes by the stage name KG Knight, claims that he, not Nugent, who used wild antics at the selective service physical and was quickly dismissed for serving. Knight was a prolific drummer in bands like Knight Rider. Yeah, this is just Nugent throwing people under the bus. I can 100% guarantee you he did this to avoid the draft. Nugent later admitted that some of the story was made up. Nugent got his high school deferment in '67, college deferment to '68, and after being reclassified for military service in 1969, Nugent was rejected as a result of a physical examination in 1969 and reportedly received a 4F classification. I don't know what that means. Students' determinants are a legal means by avoiding service in the military. So basically, he went to college to avoid it initially. The same method that Dick Cheney, Mitt Romney, Donald Trump, Billy O'Reilly, and Bill Clinton used to get out of Vietnam. So basically, they all were just like, yep, I'm going to college because my daddy's rich. Clinton also got help from his friends in high places and didn't follow through on some promises to avoid service, but is legally considered not to have violated the Military Service Act. In any case, Nugent's criticism of Jett was probably done without remembering his infamous High Times interview decades ago. Yeah, so, I mean, you know, you mess with the bear, you get the claws. That's really what he did here, and I just think this is hilarious. So let's take a look at Ted Nugent's side of these things. So Ted responded to this, Jonah, I love you. It's real rock and roll awesome. Plus, I love lesbians. I think it's cool. Nugent declared May 4th on his YouTube channel, insisting that Jett is the real McCoy. So now he's apologizing, or somewhat apologizing. However, the same thing that Nugent complained about months ago, that Jett was including in a Rolling Stones 2003 list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all times, continues to be an issue. Joan Jett can't be on top 100 guitar players in history of rock and roll before Rick Emmett of Triumph. She can't be, Nugent explained in this video. And Joni Mitchell on the list, but not Derek St. Holmes, not Leonard Skinner's Ricky Medlock, not Whitesnake's Johnny Skies, not Chris Duran's, not Jimmy McCarty. I'll be honest, I don't recognize the majority of those names. That is what it is. Nugent continued listing off guitarists he felt were omnipotent, including Styx's Tommy Shaw. I love you, Joan, but you're not a better guitar player than any of these guys, he declared, and she just attacked me. Yeah, that's not how that went down based on that other article. It's that, his implication that he should be on the list instead of me. Jett asked in the interview, well, that's just typical. I've dealt with that my whole life. Yeah, we read that before. He's not a tough guy, defecated his pants. Nugent was clearly perturbed by Jett's comment and insisted he never meant to offend her. I just said that there are a lot of killer guitar players, and Joan's a good guitar player, he explained. She makes great music. It's not adventurous as I like, but she's awesome. So then she got wind of it and just viciously attacked me personally, claiming that I was jealous because I was not on it. I never mentioned I should be on it. Though Nugent continually insisted he had nothing but nice things to say about Jett, he was more heated in the follow-up video. Joan, would you just relax, Nugent said. Maybe the plastic surgery has gone to her brain. I don't know. I just didn't think she was that stupid. I never said anything about how stupid she was. I didn't think she was stupid. Now we know how stupid she is. I mean, I'm going to be honest here. My take on this is no one cares about Ted Nugent anymore. You know, he's some of the crap that he said, some of the political things that he's gone to have made the majority of people not like him, that aren't what I would classify as some sort of extremist. So he went after somebody that he thought was the weakest link on the list, and he attacked her for it. And he messed with the bull, he got the horns, and now he's walking away with his tail in between his legs because he didn't think she was going to even see it or do anything about it, and she caught wind of it, and now everybody hates Ted Nugent even more. So I am 110% on Joan Jett's side for this particular argument. I highly doubt she's going to reply to this. She seems like the type of woman that wouldn't really get caught up in this drama nonsense. So, you know, someone said something bad against her, she made her rebuttal, and then he made an additional rebuttal, and I don't know if she's going to comment or not. We'll have to wait and see, but I think she's probably done with it. You know, she seems like the type of person that you say something bad against her, she'll say it right back at you, and then walk away, and that's the end of the conversation for her. She no longer cares about what you have to say or what you are doing. But who knows? As I said, we've seen Joan Jett in the news. I made a video about her signature guitar, which I thought was kind of neat. Minus I didn't care for the headstock. But other than that, I mean, this is just one of those prime examples, you know. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Mess with the bear, get the claw, whatever. You know, analogy? Butchering that word. Whatever. Euphemism, maybe? I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Whatever you want to call it. And that's exactly what happened. So he was relevant in the news, and honestly, I'm late to the party with this, so I highly doubt anybody's really going to continue to talk about this unless Joan fires back again, which I don't really see her doing. But if she does, I might make a short update video on this. Other than that, interesting topic between two old guitarists, a rock legend, and a sellout. Wait, what did I just say? No, I don't know what you're talking about. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.